guess we're gonna get started. Uh, what I was gonna show you was where I changed some things in our game, the Rhythm Reflex game. But AI mode, Google's AI mode, is not working. It's locked up, and the page becomes unresponsive, and it's part of why really you should not depend on these things. Uh, AI it's nice for an advanced search engine, but to actually write something, write some code, um, building out some kind of a complex project, it's just not there. Like if I put this on like a large database, enterprise sized database, it's not going to keep up. There's just no way. So one of our vendors. Oh look, one of our vendors is talking about pushing out AI to create forms for some of the stuff we do at work, and it's just like I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Um, so I was probably sitting here for a good 5-10 minutes where the web page was locked up. How many 10-minute increments are you going to sit through before you just get a book and go from there? Like I've stated multiple times, I don't know JavaScript, but I can guarantee you I can take a book and write out what I need and get it functional. That's going by other programming languages that I do know. Uh, one way or another, it's working, so let's get started. So, our last go, I was working on getting the music to play in the background. I had an error with that, and it didn't work out well. Let's see if it's here. Let me go back up. Yeah. So I had an error with the sound. How I found that out is, let's go ahead and open Rhythm Reflex. I want to move it here, there, and we're going to open it. Yeah, let's go ahead and open it. So we're going to wait till it fails. Okay, good deal. And then whenever you're in a web page, you can right click. Oh, let's show you this. So we right clicked and inspect, and then this shows you what's kind of going wrong with, right or wrong with your web page. So whenever I had the sound going in it, it were giving me an error, and that's how you kind of troubleshoot that to get your project continuing. So that's why we have here we have get rid of the code that refers to the sound, because really that's not that important. So remove that code using the AI, and that worked well. So after that, whenever took out the sound, then I added in the ability to pause using the space bar. I also created a way for it to continue the game. Like if you get a right letter, you get to continue. So let's go back in there. I'm gonna close this inspect here, web page inspect, Then I'm going to press F11 to give us a full page. That way we can see everything. We still can't see the live down there, but that's okay. Okay, then I'm going to F5 and we're going to refresh our web page, and then we're going to play for a little bit. Let's see how that goes. And I'm only doing the directional keys. Well, I might have to do some others. So that way we can see our points going up there. And now it's going a little bit faster, and that's exactly what I want it to do. We want it to give us a little bit more ability to kind of mess up. So if we get a right key, we get more, for lack of a better term, hit points, or that's what we could consider that. And it allows us to get higher scores. Before, if you got so many wrong keys, it was just over and done with. So that was a little bit too difficult. And pause. Let's try that real quick. Let's go back in there. Let's F5 to refresh. So let's pause it. So now we got a pause button with spacebar. And you could cheese it if you wanted to with spacebar. Like now you know there's a D and or let me use my mouse. A D and a W and an A. So we know we can hit the spacebar. We can do all of those. But if you're cheesing a game, what's the point of playing it? Sometimes it's fun just to hack around, but it's whatever. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do with this. Hopefully it gives you an understanding of what you could do on your own time. If you have an idea for something, then you just get started. It doesn't have to be perfect in the beginning. You always start with what's called a minimally viable product, MVP, and that's where you work from. That's always going to be any kind of project you do, and that's kind of what this is. Well, our minimally viable product was having the direction keys come down. So we got that point. Then we want to start optimizing a little bit, make it more fun for people to play, make the background image a little prettier. So you got like the cherry blossoms blowing in the wind. Those are just GIFs. So if you can use an image for something, you typically can use a GIF, GIF, whatever, however you call it. And then you just keep on adding to it until you, I would say, get to about 85% of satisfaction, and then you can release it. Something we were taught in engineering school is you're seldom going to get to 100%. There's always some kind of improvement that you could do to make your project better. I've yet to work on something that I felt was complete. There's just never anything is complete. That way you can dedicate your life to one project, one work, make a career out of it. You might be able to see in the background. I have my electronic stuff that I'm planning to set up. I plan to get a desk set up to where we can actually film wiring up and coding, those kind of things, where it might be a little bit more engaging for people. If you were wanting to learn how to work on a Raspberry Pi or Arduino, or microprocessors, microcontrollers, as well as other stuff too. Like the sky's the limit whenever you have an ambition to do something. And I'm just getting into which I've taught before, but as far as like conveying ideas through a video, it's a little bit different than working in a classroom with someone. Whenever you're in a classroom, you get the feedback. Right now, I'm just talking to a camera. It's kind of strange. But as I go with this, hopefully my level of communication continues to get better and I'm able to convey the ideas more thoroughly. And if you have any questions about any of this, just put it in the comments. Either I or somebody else may see it, can give you some feedback. If you have your own project, start a discussion. Start start chatting with people and see what you can put together. I think that's about it. Y'all have a good day.